Hello all, welcome to my channel. We are continuing our series on if-else statements, and today I'm doing the part 3, the third type of if statement, the Elseif ladder. This is a quite important statement because it is going to check for multiple conditions. I'll explain to you how. So as a part of the revision, I'm just telling you selection statements are those statements which allows a program to test many conditions, and they are also known as conditional statements. The different types of if statements are the simple if statement, if-else statement, if-else if statement, and the nested if statement. So today our topic is if-else if statement or the else if ladder. Now let us see how the else if ladder works. The else if ladder is a conditional statement when multiple conditions have to be checked. So what I mean by multiple conditions is when you see the simple if, only one condition was checked. In your else if-else statements, two conditions are checked. That's why it is known as bidirectional statement. The detailed explanation of these two statements are given in another video. Please check it out. Here, what the else if ladder does is, it first checks if the condition is true or false. If the condition is true, it will enter the if block. If it is false, it will enter into the else if block. Again, it is going to check the condition. Again here, if this condition is true, it will execute the if block. Otherwise, it will go into the next else if block if it is there. So you can have multiple else if blocks. Multiple means more than two else if blocks you can have. More than two or three else if blocks you can have, or any number of else if blocks you can have. Okay. If none of the condition in the block is executed, if it is none of the condition is true, then the final else part is executed. So though the theory may look a little confusing, we will get a better understanding when we see this flowchart. So in this flowchart, if you see here, the program logic starts here and the first condition is tested. If it is true, the first set of statements will be executed and the statements after the else if block will be executed. If the condition is false, it is going into the next part of the else if. These set of statements will be, say statement 2 will be executed. So you can have multiple else if conditions. Now, so let us look at the general form of the else if statement. So here, if you see, I have the first test condition. So if this test condition is true, this set of statements will be executed. But if this condition is false, as I told you earlier, it goes into the else if block. And here again, it is going to check for the condition whether it is true or false. If it is true, the if part will be executed. If it is false, the else part will be executed. The else if condition will be tested again. So this process continues. So again, here it is going to check whether it is true or false. Again, if it is true, it will execute this statement. If it is false, it will execute this else statement. That's why you can have any number of else if condition in this particular form of if statement. That's why it is known as a multiple else if statements. So we will take an example for this particular program in our BlueJ editor. So now let us look at an example for our else if statement. So here I have a program for the else if statement. This program is going to find the largest of three numbers. So here, if you see, I have declared a variable int a, b and c. And here int a, b and c, and I have initialized the variable a to 10, b to 50 and c to 80. Now I'm going to check whether which is the greatest or the largest of these three numbers. So here we have the if condition. If a is greater than b and a is greater than c. So this is actually this particular AND is known as a logical AND. It is going to check whether these two conditions, that is a is greater than b and a is greater than c, if it is true, then this part of the statement will be executed. So this is known as a logical AND statement. So with the help of the logical AND statement, I am doing this program. So here, if you observe, a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 50. So it is going to check, is 10 greater than 50? No, it is false. And is a greater than c? Is 10 greater than 80? No, again it is false. So it is not going to execute this statement. It will come to the else if part. So it is going to check this condition now. Is b greater than a? What is b for me? B is 50. 50 is greater than 10? Yes, 50 is definitely greater than 10. And next, B is greater than C. That is 50 greater than 80? No, that is false. So I told you the logical AND will work only if both the conditions are true. So this statement will also not be executed. So what happens? It is going to come to the else part. Okay, so it will come to the else part here, and then what happens? It will come here and it is going to say C is the largest of both the numbers. So it is 80 is definitely the largest of these numbers. Now we will compile this program and see how the output is. So I'm going to compile. Yes, no syntax errors. I close and run the program. So it says C is the largest of the three numbers. Hope you like this video. If you like, please share and subscribe. Thank you.